Hey guys, hope you're having a good day. So I just wanted to do kind of a quick video and update on what is going on. So yeah, we have like the new moon in Leo, but honestly it very much feels like a full moon energy right now. There's so much releasing, so everything's kind of chaotic right now. Like there's a huge collective shift, but there's also a lot of personal shifts, and the light workers are all going through this. So anybody who's a light worker who's about to step into this energy to the purpose that they came here, their soul path, like their bigger one than where they're currently at, is kind of going through this phase where we're like in and out of like the past, present, and future energy, and it's very confusing, it's very conflicting. We're also getting a lot of energetic upgrades. We're also doing a lot of collective healing, so we have a lot of fear coming up, we have a lot of anger coming up, a lot of sadness. It's like very sporadic. It's like a roller coaster is what I like to call it throughout the day. For the last few days, there's been like some digestive issues, either starving or not hungry at all. And if you're eating, probably feeling sick or having bathroom issues and stuff because of it, acid reflux. There's been on and off a lot of chest pressure, a lot of pain, palpitations, things like that. Again, not medical advice, just saying the symptoms that have kind of been coming up, they usually come and go after a little bit. There's also been a lot of medical fears coming up, especially this week, but the last few days. So for the light workers who help heal collective fears, you are probably in that energy right now where you're working through some of the collective fears. I know, like literally last night as I was sleeping, it started last night with a specific one, and as I was sleeping I could hear it like all night, and I'm like, guys, like I'm trying to fucking sleep, and I could feel them like using my body to do energy stuff like last night. And then it started this morning. Then it went to all this aggression, anger energy, where people aren't standing in their power, where people are faking shit, where people aren't being in alignment, where people are being afraid to align and stand in their power. So basically some of us are being asked to stand in our power, be understanding and empathetic of why people are responding that way, because most likely it's from trauma or there's some type of fear there. So being empathetic and understanding to them, but also not lowering ourselves to meet them, where we're standing in our power and allowing people to step up to our level. So there's a lot of shifts taking place. There's a lot of energy like within yourself going on, and then collective energy as we're making shifts and we're doing stuff from heart center. We're doing stuff from authenticity and realness and alignment with our soul purpose and our reason for being here. So kind of all of that shit is like being shifted. A lot of times when we're getting hit, because a lot of the energy has been coming in very intense, it's coming in bouts of intensity, and as it comes in, what's going on is shortly, like later, it might be like a few hours, sometimes it's right afterward, sometimes it's a few hours later, you're getting hit with these deeper conditionings, fears, perceptions, belief systems that is repressed things, it's trauma, it's really just not consciously aware of where these fears and anxieties came from, to help you get into alignment so you have a solid foundation within yourself. So it's not to say triggers and things won't come up, it's to say when these do come up, you're not going to run away, you're not going to be reactive in like your inner child trauma or your conditioning way of doing things. You're going to be doing things from a place of empowerment. You're going to be like, is this, past? Is this current energy? Like, is this my intuition? Is something actually going on? Or is this just a reminder of my past? And you're going to be clearing that as you step into your new role, and as you're being asked to kind of lead a bunch of people, everything is going to kind of shift. And so some of the people who are in the group that I'm in right now, we're being kind of hit really intensely and really hard because we have a bigger purpose here, and we agreed to kind of lead the pack to do this. And it means that we're dealing with our own personal shifts, we're dealing with collective shit, we're dealing with people in our personal lives, and we're helping them, and we're also trying to be human and exist. So it has not been easy. I know for me, like I've been trying to keep to myself and take it a little bit easy because I'm getting hit with just so much stuff that it's just like overwhelming. And at the times where I'm like relaxed, I'm like, oh my God, thank God I'm relaxed. Like I didn't even want to go to sleep last night because I was actually like relaxed for a little while. And then boom, I started getting hit with stuff. I'm like, okay, like I'm done. Can you guys help me go to sleep? So it's kind of like very up and down. The roller coaster is kind of up and down. Everything that you want is still coming for you, but don't lower yourself for it. Make people step up, make things step up, and don't lower yourself or settle for less than what you want. Like get into a place where you know, like this is what I want, this is what I want, this is what I want, and allow people to step up. Allow things to step up. Don't like half-ass shit. Don't settle for half-ass or 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Like, make sure you're actually standing in your power and you're not like, well, I want this, I want this, I want this. So then you just settle for less. Like, know your worth. Like, you're almost at the end of this. Like, Spirit's telling me, like, you're almost there. Like, you're literally at the end. And I talked about this on the YouTube yesterday. There's a lot of illusions right now in front of your face. And the reason they're in front of your face is because you're working through all of the lessons. You're working through those deeper fears. You're working through all of these things. And as you're working through it, you can naturally feel it just goes away. Like, all of that fear and anxiety just goes away. All of that trauma just kind of goes away if you're in this cycle. So after all of that kind of goes away and that foundation is like solid as fuck, you might have like a big test. And I talked about this a few weeks ago where it might feel like you're having to surrender or walk away from a person or situation you want to manifest. But know that if it's meant for you, it's going to come back around full circle, but you got to be in your power to receive it. You can't do half-ass. Like, we're not doing half-ass cycles anymore. So make sure you're standing up for yourself, even if it means temporarily walking away from something or somebody. Stand in your power and your truth. Like, you already know this, like all of that. I noticed for me today, Spirit was kind of sending me songs and signs of stuff that I've been kind of shown. And I had a conversation where I was a little frustrated and I go, I'm done with the fucking songs. I'm done with the signs. Either have it come in or no. Like, if it's not going to come in now, then leave me the fuck alone with the stuff and let me live in the present moment and not be going to future shit, because it's too freaking hard for me to sit here and be in both. Like, it is too difficult for you to keep showing me shit for the future, keep having me feel future shit, keep showing me fucking visions, and where I'm at in the reality right now is present moment, and it's not in alignment right now. And I had a conversation where I said, just stop, like, leave me the fuck alone with it. Like, I don't want to keep feeling this stuff. And like setting boundaries and saying like, enough is enough. Like, I appreciate it. I already know it's coming. I already trust it's coming. But like, let me just like live free right now and be at fucking peace with where I'm at instead of constantly showing me future shit. So if you're in that energy and you feel that desire to do that, like, just know it's because you're aligning. It's because you're growing. It's because you're empowering yourself, where you're not needing these signs anymore, where you're like, I'm good. Like, I'm okay. Like, I know it's going to happen. I trust it's going to happen. I don't need to know anymore. Like, I trust it. I have faith. Like, I don't need the fucking signs anymore. Like, leave me alone. Like, let me just live and let me just be at peace and let me just truly surrender. So if you're in that energy, perfect. You can't falsely be in it, obviously, but if you're in that, that's probably why you're in that, because you're really stepping into your true power. So there's no like test that you're gonna fail. There's no lessons you're gonna fail. You do everything in alignment. Just make sure you take some time to think before you react, and that's gonna probably be the biggest thing for you, is not being reactive to stuff, is taking time to self-reflect. Every time you're getting triggers or you're having towers come up, they've been coming up all fucking week, real like hardcore and real strong, whether it's through another person or it's just energy coming in, emotions coming in. Take time to reflect. Is this intuition? Is this past? What is this? Is this an expectation I have? Is this an inner child trauma? What is this? And get to the root of it, and that's going to help you. So I'm wishing you guys so much love and light, and I hope you have an awesome day.